Hello, this is Carol, and I'm here to read to you today. Yes, it is. It is noon Pacific time, and this is March 22nd. And I have the chapter 21 for you today. This chapter is called Keep the Faith. And for those who don't know who I am and why I'm here reading this book, this is my book, Harriet Tubman Way, an inspirational guide to self-love, empowerment, and legendary leadership for girls. And for Women's History Month, I thought I'd read a chapter a day. There's 34 chapters, so it's going to take me a little bit into April. But for every day this month, I'm sorry I missed one, but I did put the chapter in. So they're all here up until today. Chapter 21 is for today. This book is for girls and anyone else reading it who would enjoy learning about self-love, learning about Harriet Tubman, and also learning about an African-American woman who is quoted in the book. So I do have a free ebook that you can connect to in the comments for the videos each week, each day. And that is special for Women's History Month. On the cover, you'll see the image of all the ladies in the book that are quoted. And you have their comments and the discussion questions. What you don't have is the story from the book. So you don't have the full book. But I'm reading it to you, so can't get any better than that. I am making an audiobook, and the final product will sound much better, be flawless, and I hope very enjoyable. So that's coming a little bit later. This is getting me ready for that ebook, getting my voice ready, getting re-familiar with my book, getting comfortable as making live videos. So it's good. Even though nobody here is with me right now, it doesn't matter. I'm going forth. Keep on going, like Harriet taught me to do. So this chapter 21, keep the faith. Seeds of faith are always within us. Sometimes it takes a crisis to nourish and encourage their growth. That quote is by Susan L. Taylor. The story is God led the way across the river. I always talk to God, and he talked to me just like I was talking to you. He would tell me to trust him. I remember one time I had 3 stout men traveling back up north with me. We were moving along at a good pace, but it was early in March, a cold, snowy, bone-chilling night. All of a sudden, my heart went to pounding. It's like to jump out of my chest. That was how the Lord got my attention to listen to him. He said, Harriet, stop. Get off this road. I didn't walk another step forward. I said, come on, brothers. We got to go this way. I headed off the trail into the woods. I ain't traveled this deep in the woods before, so I didn't know what we was going to find. We came to a river. I looked up and down that riverbank. I didn't see a boat or a bridge. What I did see was ice forming on the top of the water, and I knew we had to wade across it. I went in first. The men stayed back waiting to see what was going to happen with me. That water was the coldest I have ever been in to this day. The water kept getting higher and high up to my armpits, then to my neck. Oh, I went to praying. Oh, God, you've been with me for 6 troubles. Please don't leave me on the 7th. The water didn't go no higher. I made it across, and the men folks followed. We was freezing and shivering, and my teeth were chattering. I kept on going, went until we came to another stream. We had to cross that one too. We were wet, freezing, tired. My bad tooth was aching. But we went down the road until we came to a cabin. Now, I didn't know if we would find friends or foe, but the Lord told me to trust him. When I knocked on the door, I was happy to see some colored folks live there. They was kind enough to take us in for the night. Oh, children, I was so grateful. I wanted to pay them, but I didn't have any money. The next morning, we got a nice breakfast and dry clothes. The wife said, Miss Harriet, these are some nice woolen underwears. I ain't never seen some so nice. I said, baby, you can keep them. I just paid them with my underwear. Do you know what I found out when we went to the next station? I found out that up above, about a mile from where we got off the road, the owners of them 3 men with me was up there waiting. If we had taken even a few more steps, they would have heard us and they would have captured us. I just said every night, Lord, where would I be if you ain't been with me by my side? Keep the faith. Have faith. Never give up. And follow your feelings. It could be God talking to you. Harriet Tubman knew God on a personal level. She believed he would take care of her, and she did not hesitate to follow God's directions. Faith kept her going, and it was her faith that allowed her to overcome obstacles and the negative comments from those with less faith. Often, you are the only one that holds on to the faith that you can accomplish your goals. Hold on. You may have to change your route, but don't let fear stop you from reaching your goals. Activities. The discussion questions. Susan Taylor was born January 23rd, 1946, and is an American editor, writer, and journalist. Susan Taylor was an editor-in-chief for Essence magazine, but that was not her first job with Essence. What was her first job and her educational background when she joined Essence? Journaling. How do you define faith? Look it up. Look up some definitions of faith. List some that you can identify with and keep. List some that you can identify with and keep in your mind at all times. Look for the song, If I Had Not Been for the Lord on My Side, Where Would I Be? All right. That's the chapter for today. And it's very important to have faith. Always believe that you have God on your side. That gut feeling, we talked about that earlier. Trust your gut feeling. Your body automatically lets you know to sense fear or uncomfortable, that gut feeling, that tightness in your stomach, the fluttering, the want to flee or fight. That's the stress response that tell you is something to be cautious about. Learn to trust your gut feeling and go with what you feel is right. Harriet changed her route because she and God had a connection that she knew when that heart started pounding and there was nothing that she could see for the reason, she could see that she was being led by God. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you listening to me. And this will be on my YouTube channel to listen and share. And know that I'm here to teach these important lessons, especially for our girls. So if you're interested in having me talk to some girls directly that you work with or women, I really am excited to start teaching grandmothers through this book so the grandmothers can share it with their family, their daughters, their daughter-in-laws, their granddaughters and grandsons. It's like I said, all these important topics are very, very important for everybody because we all want to learn to love ourselves, be self-empowered, and leave a legacy of love like Harriet Tubman. So thank you. I'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate it.